Hi everybody, welcome to my channel today. If you are new, hello and welcome. My name is Justine. I live on the west coast of Canada and I'm in my mid-40s and I post videos about 2 or 3 times a week on beauty, lifestyle, a lot of hauls, some subscription boxes, things like that. So if that's something that interests you, then please hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. If you're one of my regular subscribers, hello and welcome back today. So today I'm talking about something, it's actually a treatment, and this is actually my second time filming it. I filmed it yesterday and I wasn't very happy. I was kind of jumping around. So this time I've actually written notes that I'm going to try and follow. I don't normally script my videos. I just kind of speak to you like you're one of my friends. But because there's a lot of points I want to make, I'm just going to try and follow. So if I'm looking down at notes, that's why. So the treatment I am talking about is a Hydra Facial. A Hydra Facial, at least where I live, is usually offered at a Medi Spa where there's a dermatologist. And I've been going to a Medi Spa. I've been going to a few of them actually, probably since my late 30s. I've been going for different reasons. Acne breakouts, I've had hyperpigmentation removed, and at one stage I was doing Botox to try and lift my eye. I am blind in one of my eyes, so I was having that as a lift. And then quite recently I had something called All Therapy done, which was a alternative to the Botox. I'll link that video below if you're interested. And my latest adventure was a Hydra Facial. Now, I've been told quite a few times that I should have it done because I'm a prime candidate because I have acne issues. So what a Hydra Facial is, or what their claims are, this is what it's supposed to do. It addresses all skincare needs. Fine lines and wrinkles, elasticity and firmness. It will even tone and vibrancy, your skin texture, brown spots, congested and oily skin, hello, and enlarged pores, which I also have, but that wasn't my main reason. So as I mentioned, I've been told many times to have it done, and I finally took the plunge. So to give you guys a little bit of background on me and my skin and why I thought this was perfect for me is I'm in my mid to late 40s. I'm heading into late now, and I still have acne problems. And then I also want some anti-aging benefits. And what I have found just lately is my skin really responds well to glycolic acid. And when they mentioned that this particular treatment is heavily focused on glycolic acid, I thought, okay, that actually sounds really good. So I've been struggling with breakouts for the last year. I attribute some of it to I've been having this challenge. I'll link that below. I started for, as my New Year's resolution was to use up samples, and a lot of that is skincare. And I think because I was mixing around and trying new things, my skin did not enjoy that. So I've eliminated all that, and I was still having the issues. And then I've even looked at maybe eliminating dairy, because I've heard sometimes that can be a contributing factor. But we were away, and of course I was indulging in all sorts of things, including dairy, so my skin was not happy. So for the past 2 months, my skin has been really bad. I actually had a cyst even on my nose, which is new to me. And when we were away on vacation, I actually erupted in a cyst just before I left. And because we were away, I didn't have all my acne kind of treatments, spot treatments. So I think it just festered and got worse and worse and worse. And then it had a baby. So I had 2 cysts on my chin. So bad so that when I got back, I immediately contacted my Medi Spa to see the dermatologist, and he injected it with cortisone, 2 of them. And he did say the one is so bad that I may need a second treatment. And again, he reiterated at that appointment, I think a Hydra Facial would be very beneficial to you because I also have very congested pores around my mouth. And they just kind of sit underneath the skin, and then when I'm PMSing, they all start festering again and then flare up, and then they kind of go dormant and then they re-flare up. So that's kind of been my vicious cycle these past few months. So he mentioned the Hydra Facial again and said this would be a perfect time to have it done because while I have this cyst and then these congested pores, it would be a very, very beneficial treatment to me. So I thought, you know what, I'm desperate, I'm just going to do it because it is a little bit pricey. At my particular location, it was a $200 treatment, which to me is very expensive for a facial, but it was a medical type of facial, and like I mentioned, I was just so desperate. They did say they also offer packages if you want to buy it in a group and you get it at a better rate, but I just wanted to try it once and see how my skin responded. So, again, I had this congested area and this cyst, 2 cysts. So I booked the appointment and I went in, and I will insert videos after I finish talking here of my before the treatment, after the treatment, and 1 week after, which was I think yesterday. So those are coming up so you can take a look at my skin, how it looked. So upon arriving at the spa, it was lovely. It's not the same as a traditional spa where you get the tea and cozy robe and all that kind of stuff. It was a medical type of treatment, but it wasn't uncomfortable, it wasn't painful, it just wasn't as luxurious as you would get from a traditional spa. And the gal was so great. She explained the entire treatment to me, how it would feel, what to expect, and then also what to expect post-treatment. So I told her my concerns, which were this cysts and these very deeply congested pores in my chin. So she said hopefully this treatment would settle this guy down and then hopefully bring to the surface some of the congestion that was deep into my skin, because she, while she was doing the treatment, even mentioned, yes, you've got some very, very deep clogged pores that just the traditional methods, like I used charcoal masks, steaming, and nothing seemed to get rid of it. So I was very hopeful that this would help. So one of the things that she used on me that not necessarily is used on everybody, she did a sulfur mask on me, which was pretty stinky. My skin is sensitive, but it also can handle a lot of heavy-duty treatments like glycolic acid. My skin really responds well to. So the sulfur was a little bit tingly and burny a bit, but it was fine. And I will mention it the scent kind of lingered for days, like almost like burnt skin, similar to when you use a self-tanner, you kind of get that funny odor, and that did last for quite a few days afterwards. But again, a sulfur treatment I don't think is on everybody, but she used it on me. Post-treatment, oh, and I will also add, she did a lovely hand and arm massage, so I did have a little bit of a treat kind of a feeling along with it. So immediately afterwards, my skin looked bright and flushed and healthy. And the next day I did have a little tiny whitehead come to the surface, which she did say would probably happen. And she did say, mindless this congestion in this area, the rest of my skin was very, very clean. She said she was quite shocked at how clear my pores were. So I'm going to add at the end of my final thoughts what I think that attributed to, because I have changed up my skincare a little bit. So I think what I'm doing is definitely going to help, but this Hydra Facial, I think I needed that extra little boost to get me going. So post-treatment, the next day, like I said, my skin looked really nice. It wasn't amazing. It was the same as any kind of facial treatment that you have. It was quite nice. And it didn't get rid of this guy, obviously. And again, I'll mention at the end what I've been kind of trying to do to combat that, so I don't need to go in for another cortisone shot. But it's kind of looking like I might need to. But anyway, so the cyst didn't change at all. But I will say within a week, these deep congestion disappeared. They didn't come to the surface. They just kind of went away. So I think my body it kind of got things flowing and moving, and my body absorbed them, obviously, because now my skin is so clear. All of my pores are clear with the exception of this stupid thing. So it definitely did what she said was going to happen. So I'm going to now insert my video of just before my treatment. And I did it with my iPhone because I wanted to do it at the location so you could see and in sunlight of my bare skin in all its glory. I've also then going to insert one immediately post facial, and then I'm going to post one of my skin in the morning after I've washed it, exactly 1 week later, and you can take a look and see that. So stay tuned for that. Hi everyone. So I am going in for a Hydra Facial. I look absolutely dreadful. I'm wearing no makeup. I'm just sitting in my car in the parking lot. I'm just about to go in. My hair is a mess too. I have no makeup, but I am wearing a nude stick Alley. You guys know it's my favorite. So I just wanted to quickly show you my skin. It has been terrible. Sorry. I had 2 cysts right here. One of them literally was the size of a pea while we were on vacation. And as soon as I got home, I phoned my dermatologist and he injected something in both of them. One of them is gone. And he said the other one, because it was so big, he said it might reoccur in about a week. So it's been exactly a week. And he also suggested, in addition to maybe coming back in a week, to have it re-injected if it flares up again, is to have a Hydra Facial. So I'm opting to do the Hydra Facial instead of injecting this again, because it's not totally back, but I can tell it's brewing. So this is my skin, no makeup, no nothing, and I'm having a Hydra Facial because I also have a lot of very congested pores in my chin, even though I do deep cleansing masks, my steamer, my Clarisonic, everything, and just nothing seems to be getting rid of them. And this dermatologist, it's like a medi spa, says that it will extract all that. It extracts all your pores, minimizes your pores. It's a peel. It's all kinds of stuff. So I've never had one before, so I thought I would share my journey with you guys. So I apologize, this is my iPhone and I'm doing it from the parking lot. So I will film as soon as I have it done so you can see what my skin looks like. And I'll post throughout the week as well to see if it clears up my crazy chin. So anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, hi, I am post Hydra Facial, and it was very interesting. It's not like a spa facial in any stretch. She did do a nice hand and arm massage, which was lovely, but the rest of the treatment, it's just kind of pretty clinical. So as you can see, I'm very red and rosy because she's been working on me, and I had some sort of a peel and sulfur mask and all sorts of stuff. So she said that hopefully it'll bring everything to the surface that's in my chin, because I've just had this just very congested pores that just won't go away, and then during my time of the month they all reactivate and then they kind of go dormant for a while but just never go away. So I'm hoping that this is going to cure that and hopefully sort out this cyst that seems to be brewing up again. She said I didn't really have any blackheads, so I'm attributing that to my glycolic treatments that I use all the time, my glycolic toners from Neostrata and the cleanser and all that. I think that helps to keep those at bay, but it just doesn't get deep down enough to my clogged pores. So anyway, I'm gonna keep you guys posted. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hi everyone. So I am filming on my little iPhone because this is how I film myself in my car just before my treatment. I've just gotten out of the shower. I am barefaced, and this is 1 week after my treatment. So my skin looks nice and pink and flush because I've just done an exfoliant and all that kind of stuff. So I'm a little bit pink, but as you can see, I still have this big cyst, but I am using something else, and I will address that in the video of that I am seeing an improvement. But as far as the Hydra Facial, it didn't do anything for that cyst, and it's been a week and nothing else was drawn out of my skin. I did have one teeny little whitehead right here that came out right afterwards, but other than that, nothing has come to the surface and my skin is pretty much the same. But I am looking a little bit more flushed and rosy and shiny, and I think that's because I have upped my glycolic acid, which I'm also going to address in the video. So personally, I don't see a huge difference in my skin from the Hydra Facial. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this extreme close-up of my skin freshly washed 1 week after the treatment. And the rest of the video I will touch on in my normal filming space. So bye. Okay, so now you've seen raw what my skin looked like before, after, and then 1 week later. And like I said, I don't see major results, but the big takeaway I got from it was this congestion that was here. And honest to God, this has been here for months. Like I said, it's so deep, it sits down there, and then PMS, it starts rumbling up again, erupts, and then goes back and kind of goes into a bit of a dormant state. But I can literally feel it on my skin, little bumps, but they're not pronounced. They don't come to a head, they don't come to the surface, they're just annoying. So it did get rid of that. As far as all the other stuff, I wasn't really looking for getting rid of hyperpigmentation because I've already had that removed with chemical peels. So that wasn't really something that was on my list. But my biggest issue was that congestion, and yes, it definitely did do that for me. I don't think I'm going to book another treatment. Like I mentioned, they offered me a package where I could kind of keep up. But I think with my new skincare, which I'm going to mention, I think I might have it under control. So I'm hoping with this new skincare regime that I'm following might help me. And my only issue now is cysts. So I'm hoping that once I get rid of this one, that'll be it. And hopefully I am on the right track. So my final thoughts is, yes, this facial was definitely worth it for me. Do I need it regularly? I don't think so. If I do get to the point where I have very congested skin again, I definitely would have it done again. But as of right now, I'm not going to be buying a package. So yeah, so that's my final thoughts on that, but it was definitely worth it for my case because it finally gave my skin that extra va-va-voom. So what I have realized, I have known this before, but you just kind of forget because I've been trying all these new products and things, is that my skin loves glycolic acid. There are two kind of acids that I kind of hear about for acne. One's salicylic acid, and one is glycolic. And I've used salicylic acid and it does nothing for me. But when I incorporate glycolic, my skin just loves it. And so about early July, I kind of clicked and I was like, I need to go back to my glycolic acid treatments. And that is this Neostrata line. My mom got this for me when I was 18 because I have been struggling with acne my whole life since I was 15 years old. Not so much all over acne, it's these cysts. I would have cystic acne here and there. So my mom bought this Neostrata acne line for me, and this is the ones with the glycolic acid. And throughout my life, I kind of forget about it and move on to other products, and then I always think, my skin starts acting up, and I always come back to this. And I definitely attribute this to cleansing my pores, keeping them clean, not having clogged pores, no blackheads, no whiteheads, all that kind of stuff. So I started this in early July, and then we were away for over 3 weeks. And on my holiday, I took this as well as the toner. The cleanser I didn't take because I had a different travel cleanser that I took with me. So I did keep up with these, and I definitely attribute it to how the skincare tech worked on me and said, you have no blackheads. She was doing extractions and she said, you have barely any. I'm actually shocked at how clean your pores are. So I think this is definitely helping me. And now that I've had that Hydra Facial done, my skin is all clear and all these, things that were hidden deep, hanging around, I'm hoping now or have absorbed, have gone. And if I maintain with this, hopefully I will have good skin again. Honestly, I could go right now with zero foundation. My skin looks amazing except for this. So that's the only reason why I'm wearing foundation right now. So now let's address this. So as I mentioned, I went to the dermatologist. He injected cortisone into the two of them. This one was huge and the other guy was just kind of smaller. I didn't have it as long, and that one went away immediately. But this guy is just lingering around. And he did say I may need a second treatment, but he had hoped maybe the Hydra Facial might give it that extra kick, which it did not. So I had read, I think it was an Allure newsletter, you know, that kind of send you information about new products and things. And one of them was a pimple patch. And I've tried those before and I think they're great just for small little breakouts. But when you have a cyst, they're just so deep into the skin that nothing can penetrate, even spot creams and things like that. So I saw one that was for cysts. And it's a Korean product, and I apologize, it's all in Korean, so you can't, unless you're Korean, you won't understand what this says, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It comes with a two-step system, a little pad to clean it off. It feels just like alcohol. It's just very dry and kind of burning sensation. And then a pimple patch. And what they say is it has these teeny tiny microscopic spikes that will actually go into the skin and penetrate to get the actual product deep into the skin. And I have been using this every night. So it came with, I think, 6 or 8 patches. It says to wear it for 2 hours. I just put it on at night before bed and take it off in the morning. And it has significantly improved. It's not amazing, but I think it would get to the point where I don't need to go for that cortisone injection again. Like I mentioned, I've already had it done once, and the Hydra Facial, so I'm invested a lot of money getting rid of this stupid thing. I really don't want to spend the money again because it's not free. I have to pay to have it done. So I'd rather just try and get rid of it on my own. And this has definitely taken it down, you know, microscopically every night. And I can see that the skin on top is starting to get a little bit dry, which is usually a good indicator that it is drying up and healing. So I think if I had used this when I first got the cyst, I think I might have nipped it in the bud. But because it had just gone on for so long and had kind of gotten to the out of control stage because I was away, and I only started this after my Hydra Facial. So I think my results would have been better, but considering how bad it is, I think this is definitely helping. So I'm going to link below. I got mine on eBay. I don't really know where you would normally get a product like this because it's a Korean product. But it definitely has helped me. So I'm going to link below the eBay people that are selling it if that's something that you're interested in. So all in all, that is my journey with skin and the Hydra Facial. I kind of added a little bit extra to it, but mine's kind of a unique case. I'm not your typical Hydra Facial client. Or at least that's not what I went for, was for your typical Hydra Facial client. I kind of had congested pores and cystic acne. For the cystic acne, it didn't really help, but for the congested pores, definitely. So if that's something that you're having an issue with, then perhaps this is something for you to try. Or, you know, teenage children. Yeah, I'm in my almost late 40s and I still have teenage skin. It's driving me bananas. So I get the best of everything, wrinkles and pimples. Lucky me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please click like, and if you'd like to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!